Welcome to the pipeline where we got more audio than visuals. Feel free to come in and park. Feel free to comment on the lives. What's up, pipeline? What's going on, everybody? I'm heating my soup up. Give me a second, y'all. I'm in the kitchen. I have my soup, salad, my bread going on, y'all. What is it? This soup I'm eating now is called lobster bisque. I found the last. My salad is my salad. My soup is lobster bisque. Soup, salad, and biscuit. Dinner rolls actually. I already ate my salad. Now I just got my soup and my biscuit left. Cause I ate my salad earlier, so I'm hungry now, y'all. I'm hungry. Y'all know, like y'all know when y'all get soups, right? When y'all buy the soups out or whatever, say not the ones you make at home, the ones you buy out, and the ones that come with bread. Don't y'all hate when they give y'all the bread and it's hard? And it's hard. Why would y'all give me some soup that ain't that with this hard bread? Like that's crazy to me. But hold on, y'all's done. Okay, y'all, how y'all been? Sorry about that the other night. Yesterday I was gonna go live, but I was tying up the end of my day yesterday, and I had so much stuff coming in at the last time of my live. It seems like every time I want to go live, here come all these calls and stuff after business hours. I can't. I can't. So I'm hoping everybody been good. I'm hoping everybody been good, y'all. Today, today was a weird situation. I had talked to I had talked to a mom and a kid who was diagnosed with C19. The baby was only 18 months, y'all. Like it was so sad. The baby has it, and she was on a not the ventilators from with the moms, and she was on heart monitor, oxygen. The baby is 18 months and had caught C19. So it's like this thing most definitely don't discriminate. If y'all been noticing, I've been doing a lot of test runs on my videos where I may not talk, or I may just put like test run, because I've been trying to figure some things out, and I'm starting to see what's going on with my monetization. So I've been doing a lot of test runs on the channel, because y'all know I'm trying to bring the music on. I'm trying to bring I'm trying to bring the music on. I'm also trying to do the radio promo, the interviews, commercials in between. So I've been doing a lot of testing with the channel. That's why y'all haven't been seeing me going live a lot lately. I would say about a week or so, because I just been doing other stuff to the channel, trying to get different outcomes, trying different things, new things. Because we is barking on uncharted territories in 2022. We is on the horizon of new beginnings, change. So as I talked to y'all about the baby situation, it was sad talking to the mom because they had just got out the hospital today. Like when I talked to the mom, it was like 11 o'clock this morning. They just got out the hospital. They was in the hospital for 3 days, the mom and the daughter. Thank God they made it okay. Made it home. The baby is still sick, but good enough to a point to come home. So that's a beautiful thing. I just think we got to be more aware that this thing ain't discriminating. So I just want to know if y'all been doing your research on the stuff that's been going on with UK, China, the United States. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I just got some I was reading a letter, y'all. I'm checking mail and everything. So I was just wondering if y'all was caught catching up with what's going on in China. Cause there's so much that's weird to me with all them testing they doing on the missiles. So I watched I watched CNN the other day, and they're trying to say that China only launched 2 missiles in 30 days when it was already reported a month ago. Like I said, it was already reported that they had launched 4 missiles in 30 days. And then also they are steady doing rapid testing. Why is they doing so much testing over there? What is about to happen? Where they keep doing all this testing on these missiles all of a sudden back to back. They said this haven't been done in history. What they are doing over there with the missiles in the last, I would say 30 to 45 days. The last time we talked about this, it was about a week ago. So I'm talking about with the chain of events that have been going on for within the last 2 months with them, with these missiles and testing. I think it's weird. So I just want y'all to do more research. Do more research on what I'm talking about, because there's some things that most definitely is strange that's going on over there. If you in here, feel free to park, feel free to comment. I'm sorry to be eating like this in y'all ear, but I am so hungry. And then the only thing I get mad about, y'all, honestly, the things that make me upset is how the media put on this propaganda with this fake news, because we don't want to use our brain, and they put they put what they want us to see on these smartphones. They put what they want us to see on our email scams. They, the junk mail and all that, the spam mail. They put out on the YouTube channels, all these social sites is all propaganda and fake news. When is people gonna start using their brains and getting down to the bottom of it? Because it's just it really baffles me how nobody really thinks like some ain't adding up. Some ain't adding up with Young Dolph murder. Some ain't adding up with Mo3 murders. Things ain't adding up with Courtney Bruce murder, aka Boog the Bandit. It's things that's not adding up. All these people is not, and even just the ones that we don't know. What's the guy name who just died? Moneybagg Yo artist. What's the guy name? Blicky? I think his name was. I just found out about it the other day, but I'm like, come on. I am so over it, y'all. Like, every time you look up, it's another diss track. It's another diss track. Somebody else getting killed. Somebody young, somebody getting shot in the head. I'm so over it. All of this just ties into the way that the world is going. Now, I don't know if y'all know about the metaverse, right? Have y'all been hearing anything about the metaverse or seeing anything about the metaverse? I was talking about this last year, and it's just now, a lot of people really just now getting hip to the metaverse. This has been going on for years with the whole, when the pandemic came, the music industry was already banking, and I'm quite sure already highly invested in going digital. They've been trying to go digital for the last 5 years, right? They are tired of dealing with these rappers' egos. These rappers is wasting more money than what they making. And then why wouldn't they get an insurance policy on the artist? Look at them. They becoming too much of a headache. And I'm not saying that's right. But I'm saying look at the agenda. So now with the metaverse going on, they brought these streaming platforms out first. That's how they got us. All of this took 20 years in the making. We gonna bring smartphones in 2000. This is the millennium, right? With these millennial babies, millennial kids. A lot of the millennium babies is the ones that's on demon time, actually. But so they bring it in 2000s. They're like, we gonna bring these smartphones in. Everybody, you get everything you need at the touch of a button. So the world is like, okay, we feeling smartphone. We gonna keep this in there. Then they tell us, y'all remember, we going paperless. We going paperless. Do y'all remember when food stamps used to come in the book? Do y'all remember we got all our bills in the mail? So they create this whole digital world. Everything is going to be digital. Everything's going to be email. We're going to do paperless. You can pay all your bills online. You could do everything from the comfort of your home where you don't have to use your brain, or you physically don't have to use your health to get things done. You can order food from the comfort of your home. You can get into all kind of demonic stuff on the internet in the comfort of your home. Smartphones has literally crippled the mentality. So then they hit us with, we're going paperless. After paperless, 15 years later, what we get going on? Digital. Everything is going digital. I mean, stocks and bonds and stuff, all that stuff has been digital in the millennium too. But it is the music industry that to me is trying to create this. It's a vortex to me. That's really what it is. It's a vortex. It's a spiritual vortex, which is pretty much causing you to put all your morals and ethics. You got to throw them away. If you want to be into this world or you want to be popular on social media, you most definitely got to throw all your morals and ethics out the window, because not saying all, but the majority of the class strip you away from all of that and you could come over here. Then they take everything digital so we could get ready for the metaverse. So I don't know if y'all noticed, there's a lot of artists now going over there to that vortex. The metaverse, which is another way to get people to buy digital. Everything with the NFTs, digital. Music industry, digital. Streams, digital. What is this going to be for the artists who make more money off their shows and touring, who cannot do that because of the pandemic? So what is that doing to these artists on top of these diss tracks they doing? It's pushing them into demon time. The money is drying up. These people ain't living how we think they living. If they was living the way they living it, we wouldn't be seeing the Fetty Wap selling drugs again. We wouldn't be seeing the King Von still doing dirt and in the music industry. We wouldn't have seen Biggie. Biggie had to cross over himself. Every artist has to come to a point where I'm going to be in the game or I'm going to be in the streets. The music industry ties these people money up so bad where they have no other choice but put their backs up against the wall and get it out the mud. So when you get it out the mud, what else come with that? Anything goes. Anything goes. Some people say getting it out the mud, I'm just working hard every day. That's not getting it out the mud. Getting it out the mud is you doing whatever it takes Whatever it takes to survive. That's getting it out the mud. Not saying you can't hustle and get it out the mud. Like, man, I'm getting it out the mud. Quit saying that. Quit saying that. I'm working hard. I'm doing what I gotta do. I gotta work hard. It's certain things that we say that we put into the universe that comes back and bite us in the butt. For instance, here's another saying, because y'all know how I am about these sayings that we was brought up with that's so backwards to me. Another day, another dollar. Nah, I don't want another dollar. I want thousands of dollars tomorrow. I want $500 tomorrow. I don't want to say another day, another dollar. I don't want to just make $1 the next day. What you put into the universe is everything. Keep your friends close, your enemies closer. Who made that up? Who made that up? New Year's, first person walk in your house, you gonna marry them. Who make this stuff up? A lot of this stuff is, to me, like satanic rituals or things that our ancestors, not even saying just these type of quotes, but a lot of this stuff come back from old heritage, and then our grandparents and parents put it on us. And remember that, step on a crack, break your mama's back. All them kind of sayings and stuff. It most definitely comes before our generation and our parents' generation. Now we just in a newer time in life where people have finessed these same sayings, but they just retwisted them in a whole nother way to make it make sense, make it sound cool. Like Chirac. I hate that they call it that. I will never call Chicago Chirac. It's the energy that you putting out. So if they steady keep calling it Chirac, look at the bloodshed. Look at the death toll. Because people is really speaking these things into existence. So when it comes to a lot of these rappers, y'all, hold on, y'all, 1 second. Damn, didn't I tell y'all every time? Every time. So when it comes to these rappers, y'all, I really can't get too caught up in the matrix and in the metaverse and everything going digital, and they trying to do the metaverse, everything futuristic. So now is they about to start doing concerts for the artists in the metaverse? And then another thing, y'all, the new strand came out. I'm sorry, because y'all know when I go. I can go all over the place. Stay with me. Hit the like button if you in here. Stay with me. Did y'all see it's another strand? It's another strand of the C19 that's out. And it's called the Stealth variant. Stealth. STEALTH. The Stealth variant. I'm like, listen, I can't keep up no more. This is becoming a bit much. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. I got to make a phone call. What's up, Tori? What's up? Thanks for coming into the live. Y'all, my phone be blowing up, y'all. Y'all need to get with me. PipelineNews2020@gmail.com. I got a lot of good stuff going on, and I would love to network with my subscribers. Email me. Bring y'all creativity, y'all ideas. However y'all want to do, y'all come on the channel. It's a lot of different things. Hold on, y'all, making a call on my other phone real quick. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Okay, y'all, hold up. Let me see, because I think I'm saying it right, y'all. But listen, Lil Baby is on there on the Megaverse. Hold on, y'all, because I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Wait a minute. Is the Megaverse or Metaverse? Is it Metaverse? Put it in the comment section, y'all. I think it's the Metaverse. Metaverse? Well, anyways, to me, it's still like it's like they taking the artists, and it's like they putting them in like a futuristic cartoon kind of feel kind of thing, and they doing videos and shows and stuff through the metaverse. I think us as regular people can sign up and enter and do things into the metaverse. But this is the thing. I think all of this is y'all, it's so much stuff I can't even say no more because I've been noticing I'm not getting monetized. So that's the thing with me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do what I want to do with this channel without being able to be me and say what I really want to say. I've been feeling like I've been in prison mentally with YouTube because I cannot express my ideas because I'm trying to improve the channel and bring more people in. But I feel like my back be against the wall with what you can and cannot say. So I might have to do a Patreon or something else on the side, but it's just complicated to me. And then you constantly looking up and you seeing they like, oh, Moneybagg Yo, he left Memphis after his artist. I don't know if it was artist, his cousin slash artist, whatever, got killed or whatever. And then it was another artist who got killed. But this is my thing. Why wait? I mean, we can get out in time, but we see all of these signs coming before we even get to our doorsteps. Why is it as people? We always wait for stuff to get backed up on us? We it's like, why we can't stay ahead? Why do we always wait for our backs against the wall to come out fighting and swinging every which way and say, I made it out? That's stressful. Working 2 and 3 jobs, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, slave. That's stressful. That's why I'm always saying, get in your passions, get into your truth, get into things that you love to do. Because when you get into things that you love to do, it's no longer going to feel like work. You have a passion for these things. And when you have a passion for what you do, it's going to bring you more money, more success versus just going to a job for the money. If you in a job just for the money, you're not going to grow with the company too fast. You're not going to really get to the position you want to be in because you in it for the wrong reasons. I think everything in life you do, you're supposed to do it just be out of the heart, your heart desire, because stability is everything, right? So can you possibly be happy in a career or working a job that you hate going to every day and think you're going to accomplish the certain goal that you're trying to accomplish every year? It's not going to happen. Your drive, you start losing your drive. And you know what happens? You start being stagnant. I hate my job. I don't want to go here. I got to get up early. I don't want to do this. Then after you come, here come the depression. Here come the devil working on the idle mind. So as I sit back and I'm looking like at all these rappers and steady getting killed. Like, I mean, I can't even keep up with them no more, honestly, y'all. It's like every day, one of our young black kings is being assassinated due to either sometimes they own actions. Them diss songs and all that plays a part with the energy you put into the universe. And then a lot of them is also being killed by being backdoored or jealousy and envy. So it's like, do you move different after that? Even if you go to another city. You can go to another city, another state. But if you carry in that same energy with you into your future place or to a new identity or a new environment, what you think is going to happen? It's a hamster wheel. You just repeating the same shit over and over. Y'all know older people who try to talk to me and I can't learn nothing from them? I don't even waste time talking to them kind of people. You 50 or 60 years old, still living like you 18, 21 years. I'm not about to learn nothing from you. You can't tell me nothing. I always had a problem with my mom, man. I'm not listening to you. These OGs and vets, man, they will lead you backwards. Period. Stop listening to people because they OGs. Man, a lot of them is lost and broke. Trying to tell you how to live your life. And they ain't did nothing, ain't trying to go nowhere. Quit listening to vets. Oh, they got wisdom. Nah, it's a lot of dumb older people, a lot of dumb OGs and veteran women too. Stop listening to everything like, oh, because my people. I've been knowing them for years. This like somebody I could. What is you looking up to these people for? We was having a conversation about Tupac last night at my house, right? The four of us, and I feel like this. People say Tupac is the greatest. I love Tupac. I'm a huge Tupac fan. But this is what I'm going to say. He was the greatest of his time and era. In the 90s, Tupac was 24 when he died. He was a baby. He was a kid. How could you possibly be the best at 24 years old? And we not saying you can't. Because look at the LeBron James of the world. You see what I'm saying? But at 24 years old, you still got a lot of learning to do. If you look at Tupac's life and the legacy that he left, he impacted the world. Like, I mean, on some that you can't even put into words, the impact he left, which he did his job. But when you come to if he was a boss or a worker, was Tupac a boss or a worker? He died with less than $80,000 in his account with no assets. Is that a boss or is that a worker? Whatever he was tied up into, the talent most definitely was there. The way he was raised and brought up, all of that was part of the struggle to get to the fame and get to the destiny and open people's eyes up. He was a star seed for sure. But the way and the decisions that he made at 24 years old, you can't hold that against him. He was a baby. Tupac was a baby when he died. So can you say he's still the greatest now in 2022? I ain't trying to take nothing from him. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. I ain't trying to take nothing from him like I was telling the people last night. But as much of an impact he had on the world, Tupac most definitely was bamboozled. Tupac lived in character. The Tupac that we had in the last days of his life was not the real Tupac. Now, he was passionate about his beliefs. That's something you can't take from him. But he stayed in character too much instead of really being in his real true self. Being with Suge Knight and the blood and gang banging and stuff, that was not Tupac. That was not Tupac. That was set up by the label. The label did that when they went and got him out of jail. Put him with Death Row. We're going to put him with Suge Knight and them, just some people behind him. Look at Tupac's early interview. Tupac was not a gang banger. Every woman who met Tupac fell in love with him. Like, he genuine, he's sweet. Tupac went with all that, but he a Gemini. He could be with that. But the way he went out at 24 years old, he most definitely was supposed to went out with more than 80,000. I think honestly, I want to say the number was 67,000 that was in his bank account when he passed away. He didn't own his house. He didn't own his vehicles. He didn't own the music. So it was something that happened down the line. Well, after, because he had to finish them projects with Death Row first. I think he just wanted to get that out the way, this and that and the other. Suge knew he was leaving. Everybody knew Tupac was about to leave. But I'm saying at 24 years old, can we say in 2022 that Tupac is the best and still the best in 22? At 24 years old, I think he was the best of his time frame. And the things that he talked about back then, ain't nobody talking about it. Y'all know who I think is the closest thing to Tupac? To me, that I think who was the closest thing to Tupac, honestly, I would say Mo3. Mo3. That's why Mo3 is one of my favorite artists. I think Mo3 was the closest thing that we ever had to Tupac. Honestly. If you look at his messages, the lifestyle that he lived, the poverty, how Mo3 came from poverty, sleeping on bus stops and all that, and buses and sleeping in his car, and made it to be the first multimillionaire in his family before he was 30 years old. Epic. So I think you can't take nothing. You can't take nothing from me. But we had a big conversation about that in my house last night about Tupac. I feel like Tupac got finesse. Yeah, Tupac did pretty much die broke, but is 60, 70,000 considered really broke? Because think about it, people say you like, for instance, they say like rappers fell off, like, oh, you fell off, they fell off. These people don't fall off. They just not part of the machine no more that's pumping them on our radios. We not seeing them on TV. That don't necessarily mean they fell off because we not seeing them in the social circuit. Look at DMX. He never went to red carpets and stuff like that. But look what happened when he died. This is what happens. This is what happened when you take the oath. This is what happened. So now, the artists don't need record labels no more. Everybody is going independent. So it's like cable. The record labels is like cable now. They're eventually going to be obsolete. But they will never be obsolete to me because they always going to go to some poverty neighborhood and get the lowest person who has self-esteem issues and broken home issues and drug. They're going to sign these people. These people will sell their souls to live a better life than the life that they was given. But they don't know what they're signing up for when they go on that other side. And that's the part that I think a lot of these young artists is signing up for, and they don't know it. It's too many of them just getting killed. And can we say the record labels is putting insurance policy on them? Absolutely. They fueling a lot of it. But at the same time, people got to be held accountable for their actions and the decisions that they make. We see all the time rappers do all this dissing and smoking on dead people, and then a week later they dead, and they trending on YouTube and Google, and now we like, oh, that's messed up. They got killed. No, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not. They knew what they was doing. They put that energy out there. You knew what you was doing. You disrespected dead people, smoking dead people. Man, people got people that have killed for them. You can't be going out there and just saying anything about anybody and think some people supposed to feel sorry for you because you dead. It don't work like that. I'm sorry, it don't work like that. The energy you put out is most definitely gonna come back. I don't believe in all that, like, we losing them to the system, or, we gotta pray for this person, pray for that. Man, I'm keeping my prayers for certain other stuff. I'm not just doing all this praying for unnecessary stuff that ain't going nowhere. I'm not. You pray people gonna change one time, but I'm not about to keep saying the same prayers for people that's on demon time. No, eventually you're going to get what you got coming to you. You backdooring people, you running up on people, dissing people, smoking on everybody that's dead. Yeah, somebody going to come for you. And when that time come, how can you expect for a person to feel bad unless you dealing with, unless you, of course, family going to grieve, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about in real life situations. I knew somebody who just passed away last week. I know a lot of people who have passed in my life, even if they weren't close to me or I knew them through somebody, however. This person died less than 4 days ago. And guess what everybody said? They had that coming. I knew they had that coming. Everybody said the same thing, and it's messed up, though. It's messed up. They were like, he was very disrespectful. He talked to people crazy. He always tried to bully people, pistol whip people, all this stuff. Like, he couldn't be touched. He moved out of town, came back. They got his ass. Everybody was like, he had that coming. We knew that was coming. And that's messed up, to live a life, all your life, working hard, taking care of your kids, providing. And then the legacy you leave on the world is you had that coming. That's messed up. So I say we got to reevaluate our lives. We got to reevaluate the decisions that we make. We got to reevaluate the people that we sit up under, because this is a different type of time. And it's like no bars is being held. No bars being held, no remorse for human life, no regard for human life, no dignity. A lot of people is losing their dignity, most of all. Dignity. The things that make us the most happiest in life is the most priceless things. And I always say this thousands and thousands of times. Stop living to chase money. Stop going to a job for money and get into a career that you love and you can grow and be prosperous with. That's going to fuel you to want to work overtime. This is going to fuel me to I'm trying to get that next position. Oh, they hiring, they opening up for that. Put yourself into things that you love. Because once you do that, the money going to come and it's going to follow. But when you living for money, you're going to forever be lost and you're going to forever be tired. You know how tired that is to just be chasing a bag every day? Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. And then people look at me like, man, I swear, I wish I could have your energy, your mindset. Like, how do you think? Like, it took a long time to get to this place. But when you go through them situations, it's going to make you. It's all to make you, not break you. Your situations in life, your hardships, your struggles, when you alone, sitting by yourself, all of that is to make you, not break you. So you use your fuel and do what you got to do and get down on prayer or find some kind of religious belief and follow your truth and live in your truth. Because after that, all the doors is going to open up. Y'all, I haven't lived for money, y'all. I haven't lived for money in over 10 years of my life. And I would say the last 10 years of my life has been the best years of my life ever. Ever. I've never been so tired, but like, what's going on? Every day is a good day. Every day is a good day. Every day is a good day. If you come from where I come from and overcame what I came from, and I'm blessed to be woke up, everything else after that, I'm going to deal with it accordingly as it comes. But that's the biggest blessing. Being able to see my kids smile, me being able to get up, walk, like, Those are the things that we need to show gratitude for. And when you start doing that, those small things, man, the bigger money gonna come. Stop chasing money. Stop looking at these celebrities and looking at all these material items. Quit having all these sexual addictions. It's too many sexual addictions. Everybody on orgies and pills and drugs and alcohol and swinging and down low and bisexual. And it's just too many sexual addictions that people have to cleanse their energy from that kind of stuff. Because a lot of that stuff comes with satanic ties. And it will hold you back. Transference and energy. All the time. So, I don't know if y'all heard about the black lady, the black young girl who was murdered. She met a guy on a dating site. I think the site was called Bumble. Bumble, I want to say. Beautiful young black female. She was a fitness trainer. Everybody who talked about her talked very highly of her. But she met a guy who on the dating site, and I don't know, he gave her some date rape drugs, some roofies. They found like all kind of drugs in her system, and everybody was like, wait a minute, she never did drugs or whatever. So the police didn't even take it serious. It was like, if it wasn't for the family reaching out and doing their own work and their own investigation, the police wouldn't have never even got involved as much as they got involved with this young lady's story. Because this is a big story. Matter of fact, I want to say it happened in Raleigh, North Carolina. I want to say that's where it was at. And then the crazy part is, y'all, because the young lady, she was in her 20s, right? I forgot her name. It's on the tip of my tongue. But I'm quite sure y'all heard this story because it's been on Google every day. It's trending a lot. And then the crazy part is, it was another black girl who died in the same county. I think they said, was it the same block or a block over from her on the same exact date? And they didn't even find like it was no connection with that. So the person who killed the other girl, not the one who's a fitness trainer, the guy who killed the other girl, I guess, I don't know, somebody found her clothes, they turned it in to the police or whatever, one of her male friends, like that. Both of these young ladies' stories is so similar but different. How can it happen in the same police district, in the same vicinity, on the same day, and nobody seems to notice this? Did they just pick this story up with this other young lady yesterday? This lady been dead for like 3 weeks now. I mean, not 3 weeks. Yeah, because this happened about 2 weeks ago, week and a half, 2 weeks ago with the girl who met the guy on Bumble. I don't even think it was a full 2 weeks. But they just now connecting the other young lady who was murdered in the same police district a few blocks over on the same day from the fitness trainer girl. I believe she was 24, I want to say. Pretty black girl. Both of the young women was beautiful and young and had such a bright life ahead of them. Internet dating, these dating sites, men and women, be very, very careful. Very careful. These dating sites is not safe. I don't think they are. Do y'all remember Craigslist? All the girls people got killed messing with Craigslist, men and women. Buyers going to buy stuff got killed and robbed. The women was doing their prostituting thing and they was secret meeting up on Craigslist. These dating sites, you don't know what you're getting. Be careful when you going to meet these people on these dating sites. Let somebody know where you going. Send somebody a photo of the person who you going with. But take a picture. I got to get something out the trunk. Take a picture of the license plate. Send it to your mama or something. Because it's just too much going on with these women who I think all of them ain't being killed. I think a lot of them is being sex trafficked. I do. I think it's tied up between human trafficking, sex trafficking. And then when they don't want them no more, I believe they cutting their organs out and selling them to the black market. Because all these black women ain't just disappearing like this, just vanishing without a trace, disappearing without a trace. And it seemed like the cases is not even being noticed. But when Gabby died, the whole world was on that. CNN was on that. So what is it with our black sisters on why we do not get the coverage that we need when it comes to these kind of stories? These is somebody's kids. These is somebody's mother, these black women. And a lot of them that's being took is between 18 and the ages of 25. Think about the black guy, Kendrick Johnson, who was rolled up in the mat in Atlanta. who was rolled up in a mat in Atlanta, right, with the newspaper inside of him or whatever. He was an athlete. He was an athlete. Nothing, no diseases, healthy arteries, healthy heart and everything. So why, when he get dug up again, everything is missing? Where did all that stuff go? Because there's a lot of people in high places who most definitely need our melatonin. They need different things from us in order to survive. So when I see these things happening, I'm like, they don't. They don't love us. They really don't. And that's the part that y'all, that's what made me come up with the pipeline. I'm like, I got to speak out for these women. I got to speak out for this stuff that's going on because these black girls is just vanishing. I mean, in your local city. I mean, this is not something that just happened just in our community. This is a worldwide tragedy that is being affected. Our culture is being affected by these young women just vanishing and disappearing. Then they getting killed just heinously. Like, these women is getting killed, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard about the young lady in Detroit, y'all, that her family, this was just last week. Just last week, y'all. Her family was looking for her for about 4 days, right? They kept knocking on the door, going over her house and everything. Why her baby daddy, right? Because her kid's father, right? Y'all know I'm from the streets too. Like, come on, I know I be trying to get it together. Like, but listen, why her kid's father cut the young lady's body up, hid her inside the house for days, and didn't even go on the run. Like, he how the family, like, well, what's going on? He answering the family calls and meeting up with them and everything as if he ain't got a clue. So the one family member going is like, oh, it smelled like bleach up in there. I don't know if they smell. I don't know if he had a window, if he left the house and maybe left some windows open or something. But they started smelling the bleach. They like, it's a strong smell. Like, what's going on? So they called the police in Detroit. Police didn't even investigate it. They're like, oh, she got to be missing a certain amount of time before we can even file her as a missing person report. So her family members like, nah, this ain't it. She got kids. She wouldn't just disappear like this. So they start their own investigation again, just like the families of the young lady in Riley, the fitness center, her family, who met the guy on the dating site Bumble. Why is families, we pay taxpaying dollars, right? We pay our taxes. Why is it that families have to now become investigators and detectives to solve their loved ones' cases? This is the part I'm trying to understand, because we already know it's a money game. We know it's a money game and we know it's a color game. So then you see these headlines of these young black women just disappearing. And just like it happened, the story disappears. It disappears. You be like, well, what happened? What happened to that one story? Like I told y'all about the black family of 5 that was just murdered. The whole family. This was just 4 days ago, my last live. The whole family was killed from the ages of, I think the youngest was 19 up until the mom. She was 49 years old. They all died. Everybody that came in assassinated the whole family. Just like the young black rapper who was assassinated on New Year's. This is a whole family function on New Year's. These people come in and go straight to the dude they wanted to kill and kill him in front of his whole family and was able to escape. How does that happen? How does that happen with a whole party in the comfort of your own home with no protection, and somebody could just come in and just lay everybody down like that with a house full of people and nobody has a strap? Nobody has a gun. Nobody has no type of protection. Because to me, if it's a whole family in there, them guys shouldn't have been able to make it out. The guys shouldn't have been able to make it out. So when you hear about the black family, the family of 5, I want to say it was 5 or 6, I want to say, y'all, completely wiped out. Still no witnesses. They found somebody made a 911 call around the same time the murder happened. This is what I found out a couple of days later when I did my research up on it. A 911 call was made, but it wasn't. They tried to connect it to the family of 5 or 6 that got murdered with the 911 call, but it was a young lady who also had an incident that happened. I believe it was like down the street or around the corner. So they tied that in the same vicinity, in the same in the same situation, but turned out the 911 caller had nothing to do with the family getting murdered because they had that 911 caller as a person of interest. So I just can't, y'all, because they don't love us, they don't care about us, and they ain't coming for us. We got to start speaking up and using our voices and our platforms to stand for the right causes. Stand for the right causes, because we are going to go one day. But if you're going to go for something. Because when I go, I'm going with a purpose. When my time comes, I did everything I could to better myself and better everybody around me. Even people I didn't know. I did my job. To me, and going to continue to do my job. So if you're going to go out with a purpose. Go out with a reason. I did my job. Everything is done. My kids taken care of. I broke generational curses. I helped a lot of people. I gave back. Because that's what you're going to be judged for. That's what you're going to, when judgment day come, that's what you're going to be judged on. What you believe in, how you live this thing called life while you was living. Quit sitting up doing all that smoking and drinking, all that unhealthy eating, all that promiscuous behavior. Because we all got to go one day. But when I see these tragic stories, let's not forget about the story about Jane. Y'all remember Jane Whitfield in Indianapolis? Remember the light-skinned chubby girl who owned the tire shop? She had the yellow Camaro. She exposed the guy who was DL. Y'all remember the download dude she exposed? They blew her muffin cap back blue. Less than 40, I don't even think it was 48 hours after she went on Facebook and exposed the dude for being down low. They came, blew her wig straight back in traffic. It's all on YouTube. Her murder is still unsolved. Jane Whitfield murder is still unsolved. I know y'all remember that because that took the world by storm when we got that story. I think that was like 3 years ago. 2 years ago with Jane Whitfield from Indianapolis. She was a successful black woman. Whatever she was tied up into, I don't know. But she went into the house. I guess she found the dude and his cousin having sex or whatever. She go on Facebook, out him like he DL, he this and that and that. It wasn't even 48 hours later, they killed her. Driving in traffic. Video on YouTube. The way she died was on YouTube. Only thing you see is her yellow Camaro, pretty yellow Camaro. That girl had a bag. This girl had a bag. Every time you see her, she pulling 50, 60,000 out of her Louis bag. Law, statutes, and commandments. Yes, absolutely. That was sad when Jane died too, because she was a businesswoman. She was a mom. She had the tire shop, and everybody who said, they said like she used to always look out for people on their tires. Like she'd give them discounts. She'd let them get tires on credit and everything. And it's very rare you see a black woman with a tire shop. The tire shop is a good business though. Good business. Like I tell y'all, get into y'all craft. You got a truck, think about putting a plow on it. Make some money plowing. It's so many creative things we could do to create income and use our time and other things. So I hate that. I don't hate that I got to report on these stories, because to me, it's my way of waking up my people. It's my way of just reminding y'all with the news that I bring. I like to bring light to these dark situations, because these are real life tragedies. These are real life circumstances that we don't know what all we facing when we walk out our door every day. So I try to bring y'all the news live and direct in the way that we can understand our people, our culture, where we come from. So it was only right God sent somebody like me to open up this platform, because a lot of people put on so much of these facades and all these fake images and stuff. Nah, be real, be authentic, be yourself. And if a person don't like who you is, man, keep it moving. Believe in God, believe in a higher power. Believe in the things that you put out, and believe in yourself more than anything, because you have to be your number one cheerleader. You have to be your number one fan. Because everybody ain't going to believe in you the way that you believe in yourself. And everybody ain't going to love you the way you love yourself. Email me, pipeline news y'all 2020 at gmail.com. Thank y'all for y'all time. I love y'all so much. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all for coming into the live. Please hit the subscribe button for me on your way up out of here. Hit the like button. And until next time, y'all, I'm gone.